I am Vasil Lomachenko. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Tired of doing all kind of interviews. That's what happened when you keep winning, man.
You might as well get all the interviews as wanted.
That's what it is, man. So, congratulations on your last performance. That was supposed to be a tough opponent. You blew him out the water, knocked him out. I mean, did you even expect it to just be that easy?
Nah, to be honest, I didn't. My mentality was going there and be the smarter fighter, and I'll box him all 12 rounds. But he came out there being aggressive, and I had no choice but to kind of back him down. And good thing I got him with that shot. It just ended everything.
What do you know about Osawa, if I pronounced it right?
Yeah, I know he's a tough fighter. He's ranked number 1 WBO. I've seen him fight before. He's an aggressive fighter. He's taller than me, which we had against sparring similar as him. So he's a tough fighter. Me personally, I take no fighter lightly. And I always train 100% for all the fighters. And this guy is not the exception. I'm gonna go in there and give my best. Like I said, I did a great training camp, and I'm gonna prove it this November 5th.
Okay. How does it feel to be one of the rising stars of boxing, and people are comparing you to the top echelon, maybe pound for pound at the 126 division? And
I'm not there yet. To be honest, I don't feel I'm there yet. I feel I'm a world champion. I consider myself as the best in the division, but I still got a lot to prove. There's a lot of tough fighters out there, especially this guy Osawa in front of me. It's him, and then God wants I win this. There's a lot of big names out there I could end up fighting, but right now I'm 100% concentrated on this guy, and it feels great when people consider me as a great fighter. But I still think people haven't seen a full, complete Oscar Valdez.
What does the full, complete Oscar Valdez look like?
I'll be going to maybe all 12 rounds, showing that I got plan A, plan B, probably showing more of my boxing skills.
You
Huh?
You haven't needed plan B.
That's right. So that's why maybe that's why I mentioned bigger fighters maybe, and anything can happen in boxing. So hopefully I won't have to have to use plan B, plan C, but I've always said the boxing critics are the toughest ones to convince. Every time I go on social media, I hear nothing but good comments about me and nothing but love, especially from my peer from Mexico. So that means I'm doing something right. So that's my mentality. Just keep on working hard in the gym and doing my best in the fights.
Speaking of Mexico, I can't help but get excited about Jojo Diaz, Leo Santa Cruz. I don't want to look past your opponent today because it's 24 hours before your fight, but how excited you literally can be Oscar De La Hoya 2016. You have a chance to be Oscar De La Hoya 2016. For real.
I would love it. I mean, it's always been my dream ever since I was a little kid. And right now, I'm living my dream. I'm living every single moment. I take day by day, fight by fight. I'm not thinking about other fighters except for Osawa right now, but I'm just enjoying the journey. Ever since I was a kid, I dreamed about having media on me. I dreamed about having fans. I dreamed of being on a pay-per-view card. And all this is happening right now. So I'm treating everything with like a professional I am, working hard in the gym because I know it's easy right now to slip on the wrong side. But I got a good team that maintains me focused, my father especially, and that's it.
Oscar, speaking of the love you said you received from Mexico and other fans, I want to ask you about Canelo Alvarez because he talked about getting backlash from fans from Mexico and others. So why the contrast? Why do you think he's receiving that type of backlash right now?
Me personally, I think Canelo is a very good fighter, very, very good fighter. I think he deserves respect, a lot of respect, which, like I said, the boxing critics are the hardest ones to convince, and for some reason he hasn't convinced them yet. And like I said, I personally think he's a great fighter, but I think he's felt that a lot of his crowd has given him the back, has given him the cold shoulder, how would I say. But and he's kind of taking it the wrong way as well. He's answering back with fire. He's getting upset as well with the crowd. But if I were to tell him, I'll tell him, just ignore all the comments and just do fight whoever he had to fight, and maybe get that Triple G fight, which I think he he actually has a shot, and convince the people that he's a true champ.
After you watched Golovkin versus Kell Brook, did that sway you at all, thinking maybe Canelo would do real good after watching that fight? Or
I mean, I don't consider myself as I know everything about boxing, but I've always said that Canelo has a shot, even though with Brook and Triple G. Canelo, I've seen, I got friends that sparred Canelo and sparred Miguel Cotto in training camps, and we asked the question, well, who hits harder? I said Canelo has a tremendous power punch. So I kind of picture Triple G and Canelo going like a Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matiz. Everyone thought Lucas Matiz was gonna beat him, and I don't want to say that I know everything about boxing, but I said Danny Garcia was gonna win that fight.
I picked Danny too, by the way.
I said Danny Garcia was gonna win that fight. But it's not the same when people fight you scared and going back. So when someone sits down and picks their shots like Danny Garcia did with Matiz, I think it's gonna be something similar like that with Triple G. I think Triple G fights very, very comfortable in there because everyone's scared of his power shots, and maybe Triple G will feel Canelo's shot. Maybe he won't fight the way he fights, but that's just a maybe,
Because he's not used to fighting.
I think Triple G is still a tremendous fighter, which also Canelo. I think that will be a good fight, and I would talk and I'll just take it and just give it your best.
Hi, you're watching